color kids, this is Katie Carty-Hiley from RainbowBrite.net. Welcome back to the Rainbow Land Museum, and I'm going to start doing a few merch haul videos because I'm way behind. I've spent the last few months concentrating on Hallmark's new arrivals and haven't had much time to show off the other awesome stuff I've been accumulating. And it has been accumulating, so now I've got a few piles that I need to get through, but it's too much to do in one video, so I'm going to start with one set of things and get to the others in other videos. So this first one is going to be centered on items that were gifted to the Rainbow Land Museum. So these are not items I purchased or bought. These are ones that fans contacted me and said, hey, would you like this? And I said, yes, please. That's awesome. Thank you. So yeah, I'm going to show you those because they're special and they're awesome. And I'm going to start with the newest and then we'll go back in time to the 80s and see the old stuff. So first up is this adorable metal pin. This came from, let's see, August Snow Designs. Oh, it says August Snow Pins right there on it. But on Instagram, their username is August_Snow_Designs. And they're also on Etsy. So you should definitely check that out. I believe they only have a few of these left last time I checked. So if you want one, you should go get her. Like now. She's adorable. I'm not sure if this is going to focus this close up on something small, but I think you get an idea of the detail on this thing. It's amazing. It's really, really well done. Like, if someone had, not told me that this, or if someone had told me this didn't come from, like, a regular store, like an authorized thing, I would have thought for sure it was, because the quality is amazing. But this is a custom-made item, so yay. Maybe Hallmark will take a note from this and say, hey, pins are awesome, we should make some. But I'm super happy with this one right now, so thank you so much for sending me one of these. It's, oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I just love the creativity of the Rainbow Brite fans and the things they dream up. It's, whoa. I don't know if you saw that. There was like a bird or something that just fell back. You know what that was? I bet it wasn't a bird. We had like 6 inches of snow yesterday, which is crazy for North Carolina, at least this area of North Carolina. We usually don't get snow that much, or if we do, it's like an inch. So yeah, I think there's snow melting and falling off the roof. It just startled me. Okay, anyway, next item. So this is from the 2003 era, and this comes from a longtime Rainbow Brite fan. This is Teresa Mears. She used to be on, I think, the mailing list back in the day, so she's been around the fandom for quite a while, and she was collecting this stuff when it was coming out in the early 2000s. But this particular item had just been sitting in a chest, hope chest or some sort, for years, and it wasn't being touched, and she just said, I think Katie would probably appreciate this more than me at this point. So, what she sent me was the 2003, it's hard to tell what it is from just me holding up this little part of it. This is the fleece blanket that was sold, it was either Spencer's or Hot Topic, or both, I'm not 100% sure. I want to say Spencer's, but don't hold me to that. If any of you remember, let me know. But I did not get one back in the day. I can't remember why. I don't know if my store just didn't get them in, or if I bypassed it because I thought it was too expensive and said, oh, I'll get it when it's on clearance, and then it was gone. I don't know, but I never got one. And apparently a lot of people never got one because they're pretty rare and hard to find now. Or maybe people did get them and love them to death and they fell apart, or they're still sitting in their hope chest, like this fan, and they've forgotten they even have it. Who knows? But there's not a lot of them out there as far as I can tell. So this was extremely exciting when she contacted me and asked if I wanted it. I was like, oh, yes, yes, please. And it's so soft and comfy and like really well made. Like, it's nice and thick, thicker than a lot of fleece blankets that I have and have seen. I'll put a picture somewhere that shows you actually what the entire thing looks like, because it's just too big to unfold and show you the entire thing. And I looked on my site because I have a couple pictures of it that I've collected from the net, and I think it's, what was that, 48 inches by 63 or something? Like, it was a low-res picture, so I think that's what it said on the label. But it was a little fuzzy, hard to read. So, but I think that's the dimensions. I don't think this tag will tell me. No. 100% polyester. We know what it's made of. But yeah, it's super cute and it's hard to find. And thank you so much, Teresa, for those of you that were on the list back in the day that may remember her, she went by Dark Angel Daria, and she had a Daria website. Like, I've never actually watched that cartoon, which I feel is weird, because I know a lot of people love it. It's really popular, or it was really popular back in the day, and somehow it's just never crossed my eyes. Then maybe I will take a look at it, just for you, Teresa. I'll watch an episode of Daria. Or is it Daria? I think it's Daria. Little goth girl from back in the day. So cute. Okay, anyway, thank you again so much. And then the last group of items came from Patrick Hurd. So this is someone who was a big fan back in the 80s. He had a sister, I guess, around the same age, and basically she would agree to play Transformers with him if he would agree to play Rainbow Brite with her. So he ended up having all these nostalgic connections to Rainbow Brite as well as Transformers and other properties of the time. And his sister messaged him or got in contact and said, hey, do you know how much these Rainbow Brite items would be worth? Because I'm thinking of selling them. And he's like, hold on. I will buy them from you because I don't want you to get rid of them. I still love these things. I don't want them to go away. So he did. He bought all of her items. She just had a big bin of stuff that had been sitting in a closet probably for years. And he already had a few items himself, so he ended up with some duplicates, and that's what he sent me. But he also kept a good bit of the items for himself. Like, he has a nice collection he started, mostly of the Color Kid dolls and their little hand sprites and so forth, but he cleaned them up. If any of them were like missing items, like I think Lala Orange was missing her hat, he's gone to the trouble of trying to find one to make it as complete a collection as possible. So I just love seeing people getting back into Rainbow Brite that were into it when they were kids, and something just sparks it and they're like, oh yeah, I still love that. And it gets back in their lives, and that makes me super happy. So it was great to just hear that from him. I certainly was not expecting to receive anything out of that conversation, but yeah, he had some duplicates, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure. If you don't want them, I'll be happy to take them. So I think you might remember in my Puppy Brite video that I did recently about the new Puppy Brite, I said that this particular Puppy Brite I was comparing some of the others to I had gotten recently, and this is where he came from. This was part of Patrick's haul that he sent my way. But I love this Puppy Brite so much. Like, he's my new favorite because he's the reading rainbow. It goes the right direction. It shows all the colors across his chest. He has a squishy face, but like I said in the other video, finding the hard face ones is near impossible. So oh my god, more snow. Sorry. Feels like the sky's falling. But yeah, I love him so much. Thank you, Patrick. And because of that video and my interest in the Puppy Brite variants, I went on eBay and went a little crazy. Or maybe one or two of these were from Etsy. I don't recall, but I got 3 more Puppy Brites because I was interested in all the variations and I wanted to compare the material of their shirts and everything. And like I suspected, these are all fabric-y shirts. None of them are plasticky like my other one. So that's still a mystery. Maybe one day it'll be solved. Maybe not, but whatever the case, let me show you the other awesome stuff he got me while my army of Puppy Brites watch from behind. So, I got a color pocket. These are adorable. If you've not seen one before, they have a little loop here. You can basically hang them on the wall. That's the point. They are plushy, but they're made to be hung up on the wall, and then you put a doll in here, and it's like a little display thing, and they're really cute. I've never used them for that purpose, because from pictures I've seen of fans actually doing that, they tend to kind of, I don't know, the doll really pulls at it, and the doll kind of looks like it's falling out all the time. It doesn't sit up as nicely as they would like you to believe in the promo photos from back in the day. But anyway, they are super cute, and there are several different varieties of them. So that was very sweet. Got a couple of the small, 12-inch dolls, Shy Violet and Rainbow. They're so cute. I mean, it can never have enough of these dolls. Let's be real. They are the cutest. And speaking of cute dolls, he also sent me a Baby Brite. I love Baby Brite. So I know at least one of you, maybe more than one, have suggested that I do a Baby Brite video, and I'm going to try to do that very soon. But not right now, because I've got at least one other thing I want to kind of deep dive into. So I'll hold her off for another day. But I love that I have yet another one to compare my others to, because there is at least two variations I know of in the Baby Brite world. So I'll get to that in another video. But she's so cute. Oh my god. Like, as far as Rainbow Brite dolls go, I don't want to pick a favorite, but she might be the cutest. She might be the cutest. like, of all time. Especially from the 80s, but maybe for all time. She's just that cute. I love her. Anyway, oh, one more doll. This one is actually not vintage. This is the 20th anniversary Hot Topic exclusive Rainbow Brite. And I can show you real quick the differences. There are not a lot. If you see one of these out of the package, the giveaway to show you if it's a vintage one or this one is the bangs. This one just has like a V shape on the top of her head with her hair, and she does not have cut bangs like the vintage one does. They do not hang down in her face and get all crazy like this girl, which I actually like. I think that was a good choice, and this actually looks more cartoon accurate. I mean, her hair did move some when she would move, you know, in the episodes sometimes, but yeah, this is more like the way she looked in the cartoon. So that's one of the main differences, and also her bow in her hair is a light pink. This one is missing her bow, but the originals came with a dark blue that kind of match. If I can pull it up, her bodysuit is basically that color. So those are the two main differences between the 20th anniversary version and the vintage. But the outfit, well, and also the rainbow on her dress is like on there. It's not a decal like this one that clearly fell off at some point. It's not glued on. It's like the new ones where it's just kind of printed on the fabric. So that's the other big difference. But she's a super cute doll, and I had one already, but again, I love her so much, and I've always kind of wanted a second. Now I have a second one. Thank you. And, okay, this is the item I wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive on because I haven't done it before. And we got something similar recently to compare it to, so here we go. They also sent me a color cottage. Okay, it's not snapped together right now, so I wanna tell you all the things about the color cottage. So this was basically the 80s version of what we just got, the Rainbow Land display carrier, which mine is full of tissue paper now because I'm trying to get rid of those wrinkles I was telling you guys about on the side, because I still am not sure, or I'm not comfortable with ironing this thing. Maybe one day, but like it's still got this little bend and, you know, where the zipper is because it was just shipped that way and it got kind of stuck that way in packaging. And I don't know if that's ever gonna fix itself, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just hoping that stuffing it full of this and leaving it that way for a while will fix its shape a little bit. But it's got a nice long handle. It's got the pocket in the back. It's got Rainbow Land in the background. So this is a really good, and it's huge. I mean, you can just, it's huge. So this is a great carrier. If you have not gotten it already, I do recommend it. But this is the 80s version of that, the color cottage. So it's got this great foamy, like it's very squishy, thick foam rainbow on the top. It does have a little handle, so you can carry this around. It's got snaps all over, well, it's missing one right there, there's a little hole, but you can see there are snaps all around the front and the back and on the bottom. So this is very collapsible. I don't think many people realize that there are snaps on the bottom. I actually have forgotten that myself until recently. You can actually switch the rainbow around, like the way it is now, and I think this is the way I prefer it because it just makes more sense color-wise, is, because this is the background, it's got the rainbow, it's got a little plastic, there you go, pocket to put a little hand sprite in, and it's got blue in the front, which looks more like a blue sky, and this is like the lawn, or, you know, the picnic area where you would have your dolls playing in, but the blue to me matches that. It looks like the blue of the sky, it just kind of goes with it, but you can unsnap it, like I said, on the bottom, and flip this backwards so that the red is in the front. There's not really a front or a back to it. I mean, just, this is the back, or the rainbow is. You wouldn't have that on the ground. I mean, you could. But typically rainbows aren't on the ground unless you're Brian and you're in a bad mood and rainbow's trying to cheer you up. Anyway, but you snap it together and that helps make it this, you know, half circle shape. This one, again, like I said in, I think my last video, has been in storage for a while, so it's a little bent in spots, which is not necessarily going to fix itself even if I were to snap this together. It would help, but it's still not going to be a perfect round rainbow. I'm not sure they were back in the 80s either. Like, they came in a box, but it's not a box so big, I don't think, that it would already be assembled, so to speak. I've never gotten one in the box to actually open it and check, now that I think about it. but they're probably folded up and you have to do some assembly or whatever. So they probably come bent, and yeah, you just do the best you can. But anyway, super cute. So you can put stuff in this. I mean, it came with accessories, which I'll show you some in a moment because he sent me all of the accessories he had. But also, it's a doll carrier because you can snap both sides. So pretend this is already snapped. I put a bunch of dolls in it. I snap this part up, and then it's a carrier because it has a handle, and you can just carry your dolls around in this little rainbow. So yeah, it's not, well, let me put this on. Not nearly as thick as the new one, as you can see, but it's still a good size. Yeah. And I like that it's foamy and soft and all that good stuff. So, yeah, there's the Color Cottage, and let me show you the accessories, or some of them, that come with the Color Cottage. There's a really cute little playset. Ah, sorry, this is going noisy. Plastic bag time. So it comes with a bed. This is a cute little rainbow, plushy, squishy, soft bed that the dolls can lay on. It also comes with a pillow, which is not included in this, but I've got one in my other Color Cottage that I have downstairs. So if you ever see a little small pillow that looks like this, that's where it came from, was the Color Cottage. It also comes with a couple of tables, and these are not assembled at the moment, and I'm not going to take the time to do so, but these are the tops of the tables. And underneath, they've got these little circles. And what those are for are the legs, because the legs have this little notch at the top, and you just snap it into the circle, and boom, it's got a leg. So yeah, there's orange and green, and I'm pretty sure, I mean, you can switch them back and forth, I'm sure. Oh wait, I'm sorry, the oranges are benches. These are not legs. It's the yellow that are legs. Which I do not think would actually work for the pink one. Now that I think about it, you wouldn't want to use that. So yeah, these go with the pink one, and the little yellow triangles go with the smaller green table. And the other cool thing that comes with this, that goes on this table, is this little mirror. And it's like this funny little plasticky mirror, so it's not like metal or anything, obviously. But it snaps right into the top of this. Whoops. There we go. So you could, you know, sit Lala Orange in front of it and she can primp. It's like a little vanity. It's super cute. And, oh yeah, and there's little dishes. I don't remember how many of these come with each set, but, whoops. What I've got here is a little plate. And I think this is like a little saucepan because it has a little handle on it. Yeah, they're just, it's adorable. It's just, yeah, for the color kids to have a little picnic in front of a rainbow. It's adorable. I love it. The one thing that this set did not come with, and I do not have with my set either, or at all, the Color Cottage. I have been calling it Cottage, right? Sometimes I accidentally call it the Color Castle, because in the show there's the Color Cottage. That's what this is. So forgive me if I've been saying it wrong. It comes with a comb, or at least later in the line it did. I'm kind of assuming it always, like all of them did, but again, I never had one in the box to double check. But I think so. I think they all came with a comb, and they look just like the combs that came with the dress-up dolls, which did come out later in the line. So the dress-up Rainbow Brite, Tickle Pink, and Moonglow, each one of those comes with a comb. And actually, so does, I just remembered, the Hard Body Starlight and the Hard Body Sunriser horses. Those also came with combs. So Rainbow Brite came with a red one, Tickle Pink came with a pink one, it's like a bright fuchsia, kind of like this, and then Moonglow came with a very light pink one. And I think Starlight comes with a red one as well, and then Sunriser with the same pink that Tickle Pink comes with. But the Color Cottage comes with either a yellow one or an orange one. So those are the more rare combs. Those did not come with Canary Yellow or Lala Orange. None of the regular color kids came with combs. It's only the dress-ups and the hard body horses. So if you ever see a yellow or a orange, right, I almost said the wrong color. If you ever see those two colors in the same style, it's like, it's a little star with a comb on it. They all look the same, it's just different colors. But if you ever see them in those colors, you'll know where they came from. They came with the Color Cottage. And I keep keeping my eyes open. Every once in a while I see them show up on eBay, but I keep missing them because I don't pay attention to eBay like I should. I used to check it like every day, and I don't have time anymore. So if any of you have yellow or orange combs that you don't want anymore, I'll buy them from you. Just put that out there, why not? So yeah, that's everything, I think, yeah, that I got from those wonderful people, but I just wanted to give them a shout out and say thank you so much. I'm super happy to have these items, and I will take very good care of them, I promise. So that's all for this video, and I will get to the rest of all the other craziness I've got laying around here in other ones. Yeah, okay. I actually might do another one right after this one, just because reasons. Okay, that's all for now. Have a rainbow day. Bye.